Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a great day. It is kitchen talk time with Granna. And yeah, I did get in the kitchen for just a little bit today. I didn't do a whole lot. I did one little quick meals, less than 30 minutes. And I guess you could say it's a twist on the shepherd pie. What I did was just some ground beef. I did some ground turkey. I did ground turkey. And I actually had seen this recipe online and I just put a little twist to it. But what I did was ground turkey, cut up some onions and sauteed them first and then put the ground turkey in there. And while that was doing, I cut up potato, just sliced them real thin, and I put them in the bottom of the casserole dish, season them up individually, you know, with some peppers, salt, garlic powder, a little cayenne pepper, a little onion powder, and put some oil on them, and you know, marinate them in the oil, and you know, line them up in the pan. And then once my meat got ready, I put my meat on top of that, and I just put it in the oven, let that bake, because you know your meat is already done. So you just basically letting your potatoes cook, and they was real thin. So if they're thin enough, it's not gonna take them no more than about 10, maybe 15 minutes to cook, depending on how thin or thick you make them. And then I took it out, probably after about 15 minutes, I took it out and I put some cheese on top of it, along with some butter. I don't even know why I put butter on it, but I put some butter on it along with some cheese. And this is my ending result, guys. You see that? It's got a lot of cheese on it, but it's basically like a twist on a, kind of like a shepherd, instead of the mashed potatoes and the ground beef put together on the shepherd. And you know, with the shepherd pie, you can put the green peas off in there too. But this is what I did with this. And that's it. You guys see that? It's got a lot of cheese on it. And that's what I made, real simple, real quick, real easy. And this is something that your kids will probably eat because they love cheese and they love the ground. But you know, like I said, I did mine with ground turkey. That's what I did. Real simple. Got some good old Milo sweet tea. I've been trying to cut back a little bit on the ginger ales, so I've been drinking the Milo sweet tea. So that's what I did this morning. And last week, I was telling you guys that, you know, I was sending out some birthday shout outs and everything. But last week was kind of hard for me because last week was actually 3-year mark from my brother passing, Sugar Man. He passed on April the 13th, 2019. So last week was 3 years that he's been peacefully resting. And it was also my mom's birthday on the 14th. So he passed the day before my mom's birthday. And it was also my other brother's birthday, Neil. He was, you know, born on my mom's birthday, April the 14th. So last week I just had a whole lot of, you know, emotions and stuff going on. And I have stopped, you know, posting a whole lot about Suge, because, you know, people mourn in their own way. And I had someone to ask me, a family member to ask me last year, why do I post every month of the date, you know, from the time he passed, or every year? And, you know, I'm okay with that because, like I said, each one of us had our own type of relationship with him. And each one of us mourn him in whichever way that best suit us. So I was like, well, you know, definitely not trying to hurt anyone's else feeling or bring back, you know, maybe by me posting about him and putting pictures up of him. I don't know, maybe, you know, that, you know, was too much for them to handle. You know, I'm gonna say that. So I enjoy talking about my brother. I enjoy talking about all my relatives that has passed on and resting in peace. You know, my sister Nick and I was very close, so I definitely, you know, think about her daily. Also, my mom, my dad, and like I said, it's just different for everybody. So I've just kind of just, you know, mourn him in the way that I want to, because, you know, it's been 3 years, but to me, just me personally, it doesn't get any easier. You know, I hear a song and I think about him. I'll be riding and I just think about him. So, you know, everybody's different. Everybody mourning their own way, and I'm not taking anything away from anybody else or how they feel. And, you know, I'm not trying to add to the, you know, how they feel. But yeah, last week was pretty hard. And it's just, you know, it's just something, it's a process that we all got to go through. You know, we all got to go home. We got to leave this place. And like I said, it doesn't matter the age of the person. It's all about that type of relationship that you had with that person, and, you know, how you and that person interact with each other. And, you know, like I said, my brother, Shug, he had a different type of relationship with all his sisters and brothers, including his nieces and nephews and cousins and people like that. You know, he was different, you know, with everyone. He adjusted to each person, you know. He understood everybody had their own different personality and all that. And what I miss the most about him is our conversations. Oh my God, we could get on the phone and we would conversate for hours. And I mean, about everything, you know. And that laughter that he had, it was just so affectionate. He would just laugh, and he would just make you laugh. Even if you was not in the mood for laughing, he would always make you laugh and put a smile on your face. So I miss him so much for that. And it just gets to be hard, you know. I mean, I definitely miss my parents, my mom and my dad, but I was so young when my mom passed away that I feel like we really did not get a chance to build that bond that mothers and daughters have. And my mom, you know, people that know my mom was hardcore, hardcore, you know. She was to me, now this is just my opinion, because I had 9 brothers and sisters, okay? But just me, Granna, when I speak about my mom, to me, in my experience in the short time that I had with her, I mean, I'm not doubting that she didn't love me. I think she loved each one of us in a different way. And she was so hardcore, and as a child, seeing that hard part of her, it definitely made me wonder about things. As I got older, it made me wonder about the type of love that she had for me, just me personally, you know, because she was so strict and so hard in you know, in her actions. Sometimes it did not show any type of affection or love or anything like that. But, you know, that's who she were. And I have learned the little experience I did get from my mom. It definitely stuck with me and taught me a lot. And I often think back, you know, I often think back, like, what would my mom think about me now? Or how would she, you know, look at me with my family and how I've raised my kids and, you know, and all that. But, you know, I just think, sometimes I get so deep into my thoughts, I think about stuff like that and stuff, you know. It was definitely unfortunate that the younger one of me and my younger brothers and sisters did not get a chance to, you know, to have that bond with her. And that's one of the things that Suge and I would often talk about. You know, he was a little bit older. He had actually just went into the military when my mom passed away. So he was a little bit older, and he, you know, him and I would talk about, you know, different experiences that we had growing up and stuff like that. And he would even make me remember some things that I didn't remember, or I was too young to actually remember about my mom. So I enjoyed those conversations with him because he definitely filled in a lot of gaps when it came to my mom. And the same thing with my sister Nick. She, you know, she was much, much older. She had already gotten married and had a child when our mom passed away. And she, you know, told me some things and talked to me about some things. Because I guess I was very curious, and I was just had a lot of questions. And I would always ask her, you know, why this and why that and this and that. And, you know, she would explain it to me the best that she could. She was very good at explaining stuff. I felt, I guess between my sisters and my brothers, I always felt more comfortable, you know, having a conversation with Nick or Suge, because it's like they would always understand me and they would always get me. And I could really have those conversations. And with them, I never really felt judged. I mean, there's other sisters and brothers, of course, I have that, you know, I've never had any type of problem with or anything like that. And they've been, you know, supportive in their ways. But, you know, those two was definitely a big, big part of me in the things that, you know, the time that we shared together. So, yeah, I just have my moments sometime. And that's just something I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to just talk about that. Because, you know, when I come to you guys, I try to be happy and I try to be positive and, you know, want to talk about the good things and all that. But Granna has her moments. And last week was a moment. It was a moment for me because I had a lot of emotions going on with me. And I was just thinking about it. And I knew, you know, the day was coming for his passing. And I just had a moment. And I started thinking about, you know, my childhood and him and my mom, dad, and my sister. And I was just thinking about, you know, all the times that, especially like I said with my parents, that I didn't get a chance to experience. Even some of the things that I experienced as a grandmother now with my grandkids, you know. I just think about stuff like that. Sometimes I just be all over the place, okay? But that's it. I just want to talk to you guys about that. I hope everybody that's having a birthday in this month, you know, we only got maybe about another week and a half, 2 weeks left in the month. I hope everybody had a great month, a great birthday. And, you know, just continue blessings to everybody, you know, just continue blessing everybody and everything. All right, I'm about to get up out of here. Like I said, I brought you guys a real short, less than 30 minute little potluck or a little casserole, whatever you want to call it. It was basically just some ground turkey with some potatoes sliced up really thin. Cook your ground turkey, put whatever season you want to put in it. Put it on top of your potatoes, you know, season your potatoes up really good. Put your some oil on them. Put your meat on top of it. Put that in the oven about 20 minutes at the max, and then put some cheese on top of it. Call it a day. You can actually put you some sour cream on top of this right here, you know, and fix it up a little better. Put you some tomatoes on it, you know. But all right, guys, about to get up out of here. Don't forget to go back and show Granna some love. Hit that subscribe button. If you have a comment about anything, drop me a line. Just have a nice day. Be kind to everybody, okay? I'm going to check you guys out next time around.